Hello, I'm CruellasFurCoat and welcome to this, a top 10 of awesomeness on today, Friday the 20th of January 2012. Now, the top 10 of awesomeness is returning this week with a brand new show, and what we're doing today is telling our top 10 movies from a specific movie studio. And I was contacted by And the DVD Man 1, kind of the guy who runs this show, and he told me earlier this week that I had first choice at what movie studio I was going to do, and so obviously I have chosen Disney because that is what I like the most. And to be honest, I probably don't own 10 movies from another film studio that are any good. Well, I probably don't even own 10, apart from maybe Warner Brothers, because I've got all the Harry Potters, and I could probably find 2 others. But I wouldn't have that much to say about them. So I'm going to go in for Disney. And I'm not actually just going to tell you my top 10. What I'm going to do is say, as you might have seen in the title above, my top 10 underrated Disney films. Because just back in September, I think it was, I did my top 5 Disney movies, which included Pinocchio at number 5, Monsters Inc. at number 4, Toy Story 1 at number 3, Lion King at number 2, and Beauty and the Beast at number 1, and I went into a lot of detail about that. So what I thought, instead of just doing the same thing again, I would do my top 10 underrated films. Now, all of these films would be in my top 20 all together. And I've just chosen Disney Classics today to show you, no Pixar's or anything like that. So I'm just going to be showing you them today, and I hope this is allowed. I've not spoken to anyone else about what they're doing, so I hope this is going to be allowed, and you probably want me to stop rambling on now and just get straight to the films. So at number 10 we have Fox and the Hound. There we go, Fox and the Hound. This is Disney's 24th animated classic, and I love this film. I think the story is really, really, really powerful. I think it's got a kind of really, really great characters, and this is when Disney was kind of struggling. They were going through the time when they weren't making the best films. Walt had died 10 years earlier, and so they were struggling to do this, and I think this one was really great. It was just before they kind of went downhill with Black Cauldron, but this was a really, really nice film. I love these characters up here. I think they're fantastic, and it's just a really, really nice story of Copper and Todd, and I just think it's a really good film. So yeah, not much more to say about that. There's some nice music in here. Not the best Disney music by a long way, but it's just a really nice story, real nice tale, and it should definitely be in your collection. So if you've not seen this one, definitely check it out. Okay, at number 9 we have Treasure Planet. Now, I don't own this one, so I've just got the movie poster there, and this is a very underrated film because it was kind of partly CGI, partly not. Did Disney know what they were doing with CGI? Did they just want to hold back? Did they want to? Were they too scared to go ahead? And it is obviously an interpretation of Robert Louis Stevenson's classic tale of Treasure Island. Obviously, you've got Jim Hawkins, you've got loads of the great characters in there, and this is one that I've not watched in a while because I don't own it, but I remember it being really, really great. I love the whole kind of space atmosphere to it. You've got really nice inventions and creatures and robots, and really, really great. It's underrated because people don't really see why you would take Treasure Island, make it Treasure Planet, give it a different kind of slant, and whatnot, but I really, really like it. I think it's great. It's not a musical, but it's a really nice film, and it's got a nice twist at the end. So yeah, that is that. Number 8 we have Disney's 3rd animated classic, which is Fantasia. Now, Fantasia is just the height of awesomeness. It's an incredible film. Way back when Walt was starting out, we had Snow White, we then had Pinocchio, and then along came Fantasia. And I think at the time, people loved it. It was the classic music along with the incredible Disney animation. You've got The Sorcerer's Apprentice, you've got the night on Bald Mountain and everything like that. It's absolutely incredible. I think it's a really, really great film. I think nowadays this is underrated because people don't get it. They don't get the film. They don't get why you would have this animation with the music and kind of, no speaking or anything like that. It's kind of like silent films along to music, because that was what was liked at the time. I still think it is a really good classic. I've got it on Blu-ray here. Really, really nice set, this one. And as you can see, just the characters, just from the front, you can see that this is going to be great because you can see like the diversity and the atmosphere looks incredible. If you've not seen this, definitely check it out. Do not be put off by the fact that it is cartoons to music and you've got Mickey Mouse and everything. It's just an incredible film. You've got you get to see kind of the presenter with the live audience and the band, and really, really fantastic. The orchestra, I love it. Definitely check it out. There's also Fantasia 2000, which I don't have in the show today, but yeah. So that is at number 8. We have Fantasia. Okay, at number 7 we have Hercules. Now, some of you may be asking, why have I put Hercules in here? People love Hercules, and that's right. People do love Hercules, but I don't think it gets enough love, and that's my problem. I think the music in here is one of Alan Menken's best scores. You just don't get much better than this. I think also you've got the villain, you've got Hades, one of the best villains. You've got Pain and Panic, one of the best sidekicks, and you've got Phil, you've got Pegasus, you've got everything you need to make a fantastic Disney movie. You've obviously got the hero of Hercules and the heroine of Megara, and it is really, really a great film. I think it gets overlooked because of some of the other Renaissance films that were just better than it. And there's 2 more I think that I've got in my top 10 today that I will be getting on to more later on. But I've put this in here today just because I think people need to go and rewatch it. I so want a Blu-ray release of this. You won't believe it. Absolutely incredible film. Really, really good. Fantastic music. You've got Zero to Hero, which I absolutely love, and that is great. So that is Hercules there at number 7. At number 6, you have got Oliver and Company. Now, Oliver and Company is definitely underrated because people... this is another one along with Fox and the Hound, like I've already mentioned, that was just kind of... It wasn't kind of... Oh, I don't know how to say it. People just didn't get it because you've taken, again, Oliver Twist, the tale, turned it into this this kind of New York thing with dogs and cats, and I think it was kind of not... people didn't think it was the right time for this, and I disagree. I think it is fantastic. It's set when the film was made. I think it's just a really nice story. I think the animation is great, and the characters are perfect, and it is one that I obviously need to rewatch. I've not seen it in a couple of years again because I don't own it. Hopefully I'll be getting it soon though, and people just need to rewatch it and don't look at it as Oliver Twist. It isn't Oliver Twist, it is Oliver and Company, and you just need to it's just a really, really fantastic film. Okay, that was number 6. We now have number 5, which is The Emperor's New Groove. Now, this is definitely underrated. I absolutely adore this film. I think it is one of the funniest Disney classics there is. It is absolutely hilarious, especially Kronk and Isma. They are the best double act you can get. This is just an absolutely fantastic take on The Emperor's New Clothes. Again, that's why people didn't get it. I don't know why they don't like Disney changing the stories, but they didn't like it, and I think just the humour in this is absolutely perfect. You've also got your music from Phil Collins and sorry, not Phil Collins, from Sting. I'm ahead of myself here. I'm on to the next one. No, you've got your music from Sting in this one, and it's just a really, really, really great film. You've got the story, obviously, of Cusco, who turns into a llama, and he has the help of Paca to turn back into a human. And obviously Isma and Kronk are trying to stop him. And it's just a really, really fantastic film. So, yeah. That is number... What number are we on now? Is that number 5? Yeah, it must be. Okay, moving on to number 4, we have Tarzan. Now, the first Tarzan, not these two. Tarzan number 1. This, again, you might be saying, why Tarzan? But this is because it is not loved enough. It's like Hercules. People just don't spend enough time just looking at the animation and thinking about the music and just showing how it is just absolutely fantastic. I think it's absolutely a great film that people just have to watch. You've got incredible characters. You've got really, really, really great just animation. It's some of the best animation that Disney did in the 90s, and it is really, really, really great. This film was obviously really at the end of the Renaissance period for Disney, and they did a great job of ending the decade with a fantastic movie. So there's not much more I'm going to say about that, and I'll leave it there. So that was number 4, that was Tarzan. At number 3, we have The Great Mouse Detective. And you cannot do underrated Disney films without doing The Great Mouse Detective. This film is so underrated. I know if Emma's watching DVDM, she absolutely adores this film, and I agree with her. It is absolutely incredible. It's the story, obviously, of... It's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing. You've got Basil of Baker Street, and I really, really, really love it. It's a bit of a strange one. It's kind of a bit dark for a Disney film, Disney classic. This was again along with Oliver and Company and Fox and the Hound in that kind of era. A really, really nice film. You've got some classic animation. You've got a really nice sequence in Big Ben. That is a really fantastic animation sequence for the time. Yeah, really, really nice. If you've not watched it, definitely go and check it out. Must have for your Disney DVD collection. I don't have it, as you can see. Need to go and rewatch it. I've watched it a lot of times though on TV, because I always, if it's ever on, I have to watch it. I love it. Hopefully I'll be getting it soon. And this is a really great film. It is The Great Mouse Detective, or in the UK actually we call it Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Okay, that was at number 3. At number 2 we have Lilo and Stitch. This is another one that came out in the early 2000s, and I think it is incredible. I think it's another hilarious film, just like Emperor's New Groove, and it's obviously got the weird storyline. It's got an incredibly weird storyline. You've got Lilo, who's the Hawaiian girl, and she meets Stitch, who she thinks is a dog, but actually he's an alien, and yeah, Pleakley and Jumba just make the film for me. They are a hilarious double act, who obviously are trying to get Stitch back from Lilo, and rewatching this again, it just makes me smile. It's just an incredible film. Obviously, you probably will have watched it. I think Disney loves the Stitch brand. Stitch is now one of their biggest characters, along with the Fab Five, Tinkerbell, the Princesses, things like that. Stitch is up there. And I think that Disney does that really well, but I think people forget about the film. The film is what started it. The film is where it's all from, and the film is the purity. You've got all this merchandise, and you've got all this kind of this hype about Stitch, but it's not. It's about the film, and you need to go and rewatch the film if you've not seen it in a while, and just to see how nice it is. So there we have, at number 2 we have Lilo and Stitch, and at number 1 we have Pocahontas. Now, Pocahontas, many of you will probably have seen this film, or actually, maybe not, but this is a film which came out in 1995, and I think the reason it didn't kind of do as well as it should have done is because it was overshadowed by The Lion King. And The Lion King was being produced at the same time as this, and if you watch the the documentary on the Down edition of The Lion King, kind of says that lots of animators wanted to go and work on Pocahontas rather than Lion King. Now, that kind of meant that lots of the great animators went and did this, which is why the animation is so incredible. The animation in this is just so flowing and natural and beautiful. It's really, really great film. I will not argue that this is a better film than Lion King, in any means. I think Lion King will beat it, but I think this is just a gorgeously, like, it's energetic, and it's just really, really gorgeous colours, and the water and the wind just kind of, it's just so natural. It's just a really great piece that should have always been put to animation, and I love it so much, and it's underrated because of The Lion King, really, and I know there's quite a few people who don't know the difference between Pocahontas and Mulan, which is quite scary. People who I talk to, I've not put Mulan in today, but they think it's kind of one film, and they are so wrong. Pocahontas, obviously, this is number 34, and so not 34, 33, and Mulan's 36. So they were kind of around the same kind of time. This was in the Renaissance era, and this was kind of, I'd say it's another one at the peak of Disney's animation. Really, really great. Great songs, obviously, from Alan Menken again. It's just a fantastic film. So, that is me. I've probably rambled on way too much. If you're still watching this time, thank you. I know I probably bored you all to death. But there we go. That is my top 10 of awesomeness, saying my my top 10 underrated Disney films. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know any of your underrated Disney films. I hope this is going to be accepted into the top 10 of awesomeness this week, because it's not really what I was meant to do. But there we go. I couldn't think of what else to do. So that is it. Top 10 underrated Disney films. Obviously ending there. Number 1 at Pocahontas. Any of these that you haven't seen, go out, watch them, buy them. They're incredible films. Add them to your collection. And that is it. So, I am CruellasFurCoat. Today it has been Friday the 20th of January 2012, and I've been doing a top 10 of awesomeness with my top 10 underrated Disney films. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye guys, thank you.